So I'm going to make a bead. I'm going to be using some number 5 Double Helix Murrini, which you buy in rod, and I'll just show you how to cut it. We have a pair of nippers, and I just put my finger on the end, just see how big you want it, and then just give it a little snip, pop it in a thing. If you put your finger on the end, it tends to stop pinging away. If not, they'll fly everywhere. So just do a few pieces of it. I'll do a few extra just in case I lose a bit. I should do. And then put that somewhere safe. My nippers out the way. Right, so that's my Murrini. You can get a close-up of that later. Pop that there. I'm using a press, which I think is about a 13mm straight-sided lentil press. I'll be using that in a minute. Just pop that there, now I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be using Opal Yellow. You can use any colour really. Some stringers, some Teal, Magic or Multi or Iris Orange, whatever you want. Some silver wire. And you need a razor tool, maybe. And some tweezers. And I need to put my glasses on. Obviously you need a mandrel as well, which I've dipped. I've dipped mine in Fusion, but anything what you want really. So we light the torch. Okay, we start off in the top of the flame because it spits a bit, if not, just to pre-warm it. And you need quite a lot, so I'm going to build it up on the rod. Just hold it on an angle, keep turning it, and just heat a little bit further down each time. Let it roll back on itself. Quite a big press this, so you need quite a lot, and I tend to like build it up on the rod. I like it better that way. If not, you sometimes drag the bead release off. I'm going to warm the, you carry on heating, and then I'm going to heat my rod with the bead release on. Just warm it through so it isn't damp. Attach your glass underneath and then just let it wrap round. And disconnect it in the flame. Down there. Make sure your press is clean. And then just lay it in. Put the lid on. It's a little bit smaller. Obviously I'm going to add more to it, but I'd like a little bit more on. It's quite a big gap, so I'm just going to add a little bit more on. Just on that end. Just more there. Okay. Heat it right through again. And again. Done. This time I've got a little bit of bead release just loose there, so I just knock that off, and I've got some in my press, so I'm just going to shake that out, blow it out. Be careful because the presses do get hot. I've got a little bit stuck there, so I'm just going to pull that off. Okay. Sometimes you just get a little bit attached to your bead, so just pull it off. Be okay because the bead release is still underneath there. I'm just going to lay it in again. Put it on. See what shape I've got. Right, so I'm a little bit short still. Now I'm going to add other colours to it. So I've got some, I think it's Multi, this one. I'm just going to heat it up, and I'm going to put some lines along it. just melt it on. It doesn't matter how you do it, if it's straight or if it isn't straight, it doesn't make any difference, because it's just a bead what you're gonna just put bits and pieces on really. Just mess about with it. Quite nice. Heat it. Lay it in your press. Push it down. Right, so I've got that so far. I'm now going to put some silver wire on. So all you do is, oops, move it out of the way. Lay your wire sort of on it and just let the flame heat it on. Be very careful with your wire because it does get hot and you need to have it quite long in your hand. Oops. Quite a long, because it'll burn you. Just lay it on and just let it heat in the flame really. It just goes to little balls, it's quite pretty. Okay, that'll be enough. The wire out the way, heat it up. Right, now I'm going to put a little bit of teal on. You can put any colours you want on, it just all depends what you want to do really. Any colour Murrini, anything really, so I'm just going to put little bits. Press back. Again, I'm going to just press it a little bit, lay it in your mould, put the lid on. Right, now I'm going to keep it warm and I'm going to put on some Murrini. This is, like I say, number 5. Sorry, I've got a tick on the throat. So, you get your Murrini and your tweezers, flick it in the flame a little bit, heat where you're going to put it on your bead and attach it to your bead. Leave it like that, and then you want to heat all the way around it, not on the top. And gradually, the masher or anything you've got to hand, just flatten it. I've only got a razor tool here, so just do it carefully. Just tapping it down a little bit. Okay, so that one's on. Get another one. Put one on the other side. Just warm it through a little bit. Just takes the shock out of your Murrini. And heat it around the edges. And again, flatten it. You can leave them raised. You can put a little pointy thing in the middle so you get like a little hole, and then put a little clear ball on so you get like a little bubble, so that's quite nice. I'm just knocking these ones on for now. Just going to put another one on. Get hold of it. Flick it in the flame. Work out where you want to put it. I'm going to put it there. And then heat it gently. Push it down. I'm only tapping it gently, because I don't want to distort it. Okay, and then one on the other side again. Just heat it again, all the way around. Lots of people make Murrini, so you could buy some off Kaz or you could buy some off Jenny. This is Double Helix, this is Reducer, so that's quite nice as well. Lots of people are making it at the moment, so it's quite nice. A good selection. Just taking off a little bit at the end because I've got a bit of big release there. Right, so take that out of the way. Repress back on. Lay it in your press again. Put the lid on. from reducing it, because the Murrini, the double helix, is obviously reduction. So just turn that down a little bit. And then you flick it in. And that should go metallic-y. And that's it. You can see it. And then pop it in your kiln. Because it's double helix, it has quite a lot of silver in it. So I put it in the kiln straight away.